Manus presents MANUSsim Optimize, a cost-effective NC program optimization tool that can reduce your machining times by 10% to 50%. The main reason for NC program optimization being a neglected topic is that, in order to optimize an NC program completely, one needs to know exactly what that NC program is doing inside the CNC machine. To achieve this, a CNC simulation software capable of simulating the real NC program is indispensable. MANUSsim is a real NC program simulation that can achieve this. It simulates the actual NC program that runs inside the CNC machine, allowing it to precisely detect the machine's actions. This capability enables the optimization of the NC program. But how does it really work? First, you need to prepare the machining setup, including 3D model of the stock and cutting tools within MANUSsim. You can also easily transfer your setup from major CAM software such as CATIA, Piper Mill, Siemens NX, Fusion 360, Mastercam, PowerMill, SolidCam, and WorkNC with just a few clicks. After the preparations are complete, you need to activate NC program optimization for the selected NC programs. Then, adjust the optimization parameters and initiate the simulation in MANUSsim. Once the simulation is complete, an optimized NC program will be automatically generated. If desired, you can further verify the newly generated optimized NC program by simulating it again in MANUSsim. Another major problem regarding NC program optimization is the high cost of such software. Therefore, only large companies have been able to invest in this type of software until now. But now we provide a powerful software that is as capable as expensive CNC simulations, and we offer it to you at prices you can afford. Even though MANUSsim Optimize price is much more affordable, its performance is as good as, and even better than, other expensive optimization solutions. Air cut refers to any type of motion in which the cutting tool does not actually cut the material. The first type of air cut is touch moves inside operations. Touch moves refer to motions in which the cutting tool comes into contact with the stock material and remains in contact with it during the motion, but no cutting occurs. Second type is no-contact moves. CAM software often generate these types of no-contact moves because they do not consider the changing geometry of the stock being cut. Consequently, the tool paths generated in CAMs may end up cutting air instead of the intended material. Last type is unnecessary home returns and distant retracts. This mostly occurs during operation changes. The cutting tool unnecessarily moves back to the home return position or makes a distant retract motion at each operation change. We have developed modules to address these air cuts. The first module is air cut feed rate optimization, and it is developed to eliminate the problem of no contact moves and touch moves. In MANUSsim Optimize, you can accelerate the feed rates of both no-contact moves and touch moves with a single button. MANUSsim Optimize automatically detects such non-cutting moves and provides you with the opportunity to define higher feed rates for both movement types. With the second module called Air Cut Minimization, we solve the problem of long retracts and unnecessary home returns. When you activate Air Cut Minimization feature, MANUSsim Optimize automatically detects all unnecessary long retracts and home returns and deletes them. Afterwards, MANUSsim Optimize automatically generates new positioning moves just above the surface. If you want, you can easily verify the newly generated, optimized NC program by resimulating it in MANUSsim. What is the biggest obstacle in cutting? Almost every CAM software uses a constant feed rate throughout an operation, which can lead to inefficiencies. Since the radial depth of cut continuously varies within the same operation due to the changing geometry of the stock being cut, maintaining a constant feed rate can lead to significant time loss during periods of lower chip loads. And typically, you set this constant feed rate based on the maximum chip load in an operation. However, this feed rate remains unchanged even when the chip load is lower. The solution to this problem is to use variable feed rates that are automatically adjusted according to the changing chip volume and geometry. This means using slower feed rates for higher chip volumes and faster feed rates for lower chip volumes. Even though we mention chip volume a lot, the solution is not just about volume, but also about chip 3D geometry. MANUSsim Optimize does not solve this problem solely through volumetric calculation, The main factor is actually the chip 3D geometry. This means that, even if the chip volumes are the same, for two different instances of cuts, the optimized feed rates can be different depending on the axial and radial depth of cuts, as well as the chip 3D geometries formed during these two cuts. By simply optimizing your cutting feed rates, we can achieve a 10% to 50% reduction in machining time. Chip geometry continuously changes in real time during CNC machining, making it highly inaccurate to use a constant feed rate. MANUSsim Optimize has an advanced module specifically designed to address this issue. MANUSsim Optimize automatically calculates cutting chip geometry. Using this data, it recalculates all the feed rates to achieve more stable cutting forces by defining variable feed rates. We will keep surprising you with our advanced CNC software solutions. You can also explore our CNC post-processor and CNC G-code simulation solutions on our website.